Weather coverage you can count on with Chief Meteorologist Kate McKenna and the Wave 31 Storm Tracker Early Warning Radar Network.
We saw a very wet, rainy start to our Wednesday, a little bit of a break, and then more showers popping up during the afternoon. But fortunately, as we've gone through the past, let's say, hour or so, anything left over here on the Wave 31 Storm Tracker Early Warning Radar Network has been fading. Aside from a couple of showers here in southeastern Lawrence County, I've been watching these try and track off toward the west here, but aside from a sprinkle here and there, it's going to be mainly quiet as we go through tonight, and this is what it looks like all across the area on the Wave 31 Sky Camera Network. It's mostly cloudy. And temperatures are still pretty warm. It's still very humid. 76 degrees in Guntersville, 79 in Muscle Shoals, 78 in Huntsville. Decatur, we're at 77. Take a look at the rainfall totals here. This is kind of a recap from today, the month, and the year, just specifically for Huntsville. We did pick up just over 3/4 of an inch of rain at the airport today. Most of that was early this morning, right around sunrise. We had one round of showers move through. And when you look at what that totals up to so far for the month of July, we are now over 8 inches of rain for the month, and on average we're about 3.25 inches here for the month of July. That puts us nearly 5 inches above average. Now take a look at the statistics for the year. So far for 2021, we've picked up over 41 inches of rain. The average rainfall total at this point in the year is just over 32 inches. So for the year, we are now almost 9 inches above average. So if it feels like it's been a very rainy summer, you would be correct. It certainly has. My tomatoes are kind of a reflection of that, a little too much water in the garden. But so at least you haven't had to water the garden the past several days, past several weeks. Looking ahead to tomorrow, you'll likely not need to do that yet, but once we get into the weekend, rain becomes even more sparse and the temperatures are going up. So tomorrow looks like this: 74 degrees by 8 o'clock. By lunchtime, we are in the lower 80s. Your highs tomorrow, mid to upper 80s, and at most it's a 30% chance for a few showers and a few rumbles of thunder to go along with that. Watch future radar. We're waking up to a quiet picture tomorrow morning. That's 7 a.m. As we get into around midday all the way through the early afternoon, 3 o'clock, a couple of spotty showers. That's about it. A little more widespread activity into the early evening, but all of that pushes off toward the south, and by 6 o'clock Friday morning, we are starting mostly clear. And as we go through the rest of the day on Friday, we'll finally see some showers and storms developing by the afternoon, but by midday, it's still a pretty quiet picture. And much like tomorrow, it's only a 30% chance of rain on Friday. Your feels like temperatures, though, look at this. Feeling like at a bare minimum, we're in the low to mid 90s on Thursday. Similarly hot for Friday as well. Something else that we'll need to keep an eye on, even as rain chances start to drop and we work a little more sunshine in here, it may not be a clear blue sky that we're looking at because wildfire smoke is heading our way. We've already had air quality alerts issued for, let's say, the Nashville metro areas farther to our north, and notice that all of that smoke is coming into North Alabama by Friday. The color table here, those oranges and reds that you're seeing here, are leaning towards the higher end of that category. So it's going to be a little bit smoky, at least per this particular data source. That's something else that we'll need to monitor when it comes to air quality by the time we get to the end of the work week. 7-day forecast shows us that we do have only a 20% chance for a shower or a storm by the weekend. A little bit of a chance to dry out, but we're heating up. Triple-digit heat index values by next week.